So sometimes we will run into a situation in this game where you'll pick up a quest and you'll be like, okay, well, maybe I want to go do something else and I'll come back and do this later. But the quest will be like, no, you gotta do this now. We have to go do this now. You know, like, once I come out here, she's gonna be like, follow me. Like, we have to go. We have to confront this dragon right now. Like, you'll notice... Okay, maybe not right now, but once we go past the gates and leave Whiterun, all of a sudden... you'll notice it goes... Keep in mind, right now it's supposed to be 1:39 p.m. I'm pretty sure if I recall... Time's gonna change a bit when we try to leave to go do this quest here.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Good for you.
I ain't done nothing.
I'm sure you haven't.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables.
Good for you.
It's fun most days.
Hold on a second. Alright, so I just gotta go meet her near the watchtower. I'm just kind of curious about whether or not this is gonna work if I just go straight there on foot. It used to work back then. Let's see if it still works now. Or if they possibly changed it for this version. So, at the time of this recording, when I'm recording this video, it is early 2018. If I recall, this game came out in November of 2011. So we are approaching the 7-year anniversary. I can't wait for us to be talking about this game when we get to the 10-year anniversary. Alright, let's see here. So it's just straight ahead. That's fine. It's got 2 points here. Ah, that's the watchtower. Fort Greymore. Alright. Nope. What was the, Gosh, I have to keep looking at the controls to remind myself. What was the button for this? Oh, L1 was sprint. I believe that is the tower. Huh. So there used to be a thing for this quest where once you got to here for this quest, all of a sudden it became nighttime. I guess we're gonna be able to do this in the daytime now.
Dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're doing.
Oh, she did follow me. Okay. Actually, hold on. In that case, let's switch things up. This is where having a bow and arrow comes in handy. Avoid that fire.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Crocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes. Find cover and make every arrow count.
Where are you? There he is! Here we go! Ah! Okay, you know what? He got to the ground level, so maybe it is time to switch to this. Dun 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 dun. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun, 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 da-da-dun. Let me heal myself. There we go, that's right. That's the quick bar right there. Gosh, I am awful with the bow and arrow! He just wants to land right on top of me. Oh my goodness. Ah! Whoa! And he is getting pushed? What? What? Oh no, he's eating one of the guards! Alright, we did it. Oh, look at this. Steel arrow, a jewel, dragon bones, dragon scales. But they weigh a ton, though. Lots of gold. The armor of guards he's, eaten. Gosh, this is gonna hurt my inventory carry weight, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a way coming up soon here that I'll be able to deal with that. So let's go ahead and grab those for now. Whoa! Okay. Dragon Soul. Use the shout section of the magic menu to equip your relenting force shout. Word of power learned. Force. Unrelenting force. Autosave. Down here. Shouts. So.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Excuse me? Dragonborn? What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't know what happened to me.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right.
Okay.
My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn.
Yep.
Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber said.
I am Dragonborn.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a Norm.
Ha.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun right away. Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
Alright then. Is that a quest I picked up? Report back to Jarl Balgruuf. Alright, so it's still part of the same quest. So wouldn't you know? I just so happened to be this Dragonborn. Which is kind of funny that it was never discovered until after that whole me being taken prisoner and me getting beheaded thing. And now it happens to be when it happens. I'm just saying. What in the world was that? Well, that was certainly loud. Sounded like someone else was shouting, but it made the world shake. When your shouts are loud enough to make the world shake. Alright, let me quick save, because I think something happens here that I'm a little concerned about, in case it does happen. I don't remember if it will happen right now or not, but if it does, woo, could be in a bit of trouble. Sometimes this game will trigger, will have certain events trigger, certain quests trigger that you may not be ready for. Especially if you're starting a new game, when they didn't trigger before the extra stuff was added into the game, but then later on, all of a sudden, it did just trigger because it was added later.
You killed the
We're
dragon.
causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her. We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information.
Who are you looking for?
A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Okay. Who are you looking for?
We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city.
And why are you looking for her?
It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away.
Very well then.
We will find her eventually.
Hello, Adrian.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
Well, thank you.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
Wow. Everyone's just all like up in your face in this town. I'm just walking through. Leave me alone.
There's been talk amongst the guards that your dragon.
My goodness, how quickly rumors spread in this town. In all of Skyrim.
Heading east, steer clear of Hillgrunts too. Thing about those old crypts, the dead having trouble staying that way.
Map updated. I love that you can just have your map updated or pick up random quests just from walking past the guards, because the guards will just tell you anything, anything and everything. It's kind of hilarious. You know how I say the bartenders always know everything? Apparently the guards in Skyrim, no matter what town you're in, know everything.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
I'm sure he has.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean?
The Greybeards.
The Greybeards?
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
You're the Jarl's brother?
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Oh, wait, but we killed the dragon. Yeah, the watchtower was destroyed, but we killed the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that.
Well... When the dragon died, I absorbed some kind of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
Excuse me? The Greybeards?
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do these Greybeards want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
Yes, I did.
That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar.
Oh.
This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn?
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeard's business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor.
It's gonna be a while before I get there.
I envy you, you know. To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place.
And it takes a while
Very
to get there, so
disconnected from
it's
the
gonna be a
troubles
while
of this
before I
world.
get there.
I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn.
Well,
Back
thank
to
you.
business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Is there anything else I can talk to them about?
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Ooh, this is an interesting question. Whose side are you on?
If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet.
Huh. How can you protect Whiterun from the dragons?
With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do.
Why do you think Ulfric killed the High King?
No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also because he knew he could.
Alright. Tell me more about the Greybeards.
They're the masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. They live up on top of the throat of the world. If you're really Dragonborn, they'll want to talk to you. In the old stories, they always summon the Dragonborn for training.
And what does it mean to be Dragonborn?
Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the power of their voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. Wolfhearth was Dragonborn. Talos too. The founder of the Empire. Back in the good old days. In the very oldest tales. Back from when there still were dragons in Skyrim. The Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power.
Okay, then.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Yeesh.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
5,000 gold. Oh my goodness.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
I don't have that much, do I? I have 1,700 gold. Nope. Not even close.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Excuse me? I ain't licking no one's boots. There is something in here I do want to show you guys.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest.
Right here. The Arcane Enchanter. This is a really cool item for this specific aspect called enchanting. Destroy and learn its enchantment, or combine item, enchantment, and soul gem to create magic items. To enchant an item, you must know an enchantment and have a filled soul gem to power the enchantment. Enchantments are learned by disenchanting enchanted items. So, for example, I could disenchant this ancient sword of cold in order to take that enchantment there of the frost damage, just health and stamina, just to learn that in case I want to put it into a different item. I could do the same thing with the Axe of Whiterun here, where they flee for 30 seconds. Or this one right here. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. There we go. So that is now destroyed. Removed from my inventory. And the more I do this, it increases my skill of enchanting. So, if you find some of these items that are enchanted, but you don't necessarily want to use them, you can just go ahead and disenchant them to remove them from your inventory and be able to learn that effect. Now, of course, these do have a lot of value in gold, so if you want to try and see if you can be able to make some quick gold, you could try and sell these, though the vendors are going to have only a limited amount of gold for you to do that. So I could now be able to see if I want to add one of those kinds of effects to one of these types of items that I have. This right now is the only effect that I have. So you do want to see if you can collect these so you can get more effects to be able to put into items. And I do have this here, which I could be able to actually do something with, but I can always try and figure that out later. Let's see. Yeah, let me just go ahead and disenchant that. Not going to be using that, plus that ability is kind of eh. Let's go ahead and do that as well. I was using that, but I already have another weapon that has the same damage, so I can go ahead and do that. So now, I could select that. I could select this. Okay. Oh, okay. So then determines how many charges of that before it runs out. Gotcha. That was something I forgot about. Alright. So you, in the late game, tend to love using this because there are some really cool effects. Plus, these right here, of course I'm not going to take this because it would be stealing, but like a lot, you're going to be finding yourself using these because you're going to be able to really power up your weapons and armor with that skill quite a bit. Of course, I already explained the alchemy lab. Oh, this is where he stays. This is his room. Got lots of books here. I believe, doesn't this, like... Doesn't that unlock a quest? Yes, it does. Find Red Eagle's sword. There you go. This is something I really like, is this aspect that you just gotta read some books, and some of them could actually give you things like quests. I can actually now go find that sword of the Red Eagle just because I read the book about it. Isn't that awesome? Nice. Free 22 pieces of gold. And here is Lydia.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
What does a housecarl do?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
Alright. What does being a Thane mean?
The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are.
Alright.
Farewell.
And I'm hoping she's just gonna chill here in Dragon's Reach. Now, once I eventually purchase the property here in Whiterun, she will stay there. But I'm cool with having Uthgerd with me for now. And I'm hoping Lydia will just kind of chill around Dragon's Reach. In case I ever want to switch followers. Okay. So, let's see. Turn that off because guess what? You have to make your way over to this town, Iverstead, and then you have to go all the way to the top, of this mountain here. And oh my goodness, because you have to go around this way, get to this town, and then you have to go, like, literally walk around the mountain. He said 7,000 steps. And you have to walk all the way up until you get to the very top, and it takes forever. So we're not going to do that right now. Also, you can probably note that I have a lot more places marked on my map now, simply because I looked at the map in Dragon's Reach that the Jarl had. So now all these extra places are marked here on my map. Rorikstead. There's some other big major towns that are marked here, which we will be visiting later. Falkreath. Orphan Rock. Isn't that the place where that thing is? Here's another important town, Riften. We'll definitely be heading there at some point. There's Windhelm, where Ulfric resides. That's his main town. Winterhold, that's another important place because that is where the College of Mages are. Dawnstar, another important town. Like, if they have this, a very unique kind of symbol like these, they're major towns. Morthal's a major town. Solitude, the main town of the Empire, right over there, here in Skyrim. And then over here, Markarth, another important town. Now, there is a quick way to go visit each of these towns and just have them unlocked as fast travel locations if you want. What's this here? Find Amron's family sword inside the White River Watch. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Alright, so once again, we have quite a bit to do. We are only just getting started here in Skyrim. Stay tuned.